Welcome everyone to the first video update of my 60-day challenge where I set out to launch and build an automations and systems agency from zero all the way to 20K in profit, because why not? Go hard or go home. So some context, right? Because I made a video about this before, but I want to add some more details I didn't mention in my first video. The challenge started on February 17th. Today is the 24th as of this recording. And so it's been a week already that the challenge has been running. I have been working on it already, but this is the first official update. So I wanted to share a bit more about how I'm approaching this whole thing. Over the weekend, I spent some time getting clear on my plan. I already had a plan, right? But I spent some time getting clear on how actually I was going to execute on the plan. And I started with OKRs. For those of you who don't know what an OKR is objective key result. Basically, an objective is the qualitative goal that we're striving for example, increasing revenue, increasing YouTube subscribers. And then the key results are the measurable actions that you're going to be working towards and completing that will lead to accomplishing the objective. So I started with that. Of course, it's very simple. 60 days, one objective. Get to 20K in profit. That's what we're going to do. And here, I'm going to show you just a little bit how my brain works. So I have my key results here on my screen. I'm sharing my Notion just because that's where I track a lot of these things. So that's where I started. I took my objective. I declared that I was going to make 20K in profit. And then, okay, how am I going to go about this? And I started to draft my key results from there. And the way I did was, obviously, I'm going to need customers. I need people to sell my services to if I want to get to that number. So a lot of the key results are centered around that, focusing a lot on revenue generating activities, on sales, essentially, because nothing else matters if you're not making money, if you don't have anyone to sell to. I've learned that at this point. So we're going to go over a few of them here. And explain why some are not necessarily directly related to sales, but they are. So I'm going to be working on a few things. So one is publishing more lead magnets. So I've already have one on my channel where it's like a list where people can go to find remote jobs, but it's something that I haven't really done. Again, I want to get back to creating something that I can offer for free, just completely, and use my socials to share that. So this one's going to be related to my channel. I say Life OS. By that I mean what my brand is mostly about, which is personal development. Then I have these two, which are complete months 1 and 2 of Maker School. For context, Maker School is a program that I'm taking that actually provides like a roadmap to achieving what I set out to do, like a roadmap to build and scale an automation and systems agency to 25K. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. Then I have record and post 30 YouTube videos, because this is going to be the marketing. This is also going to be me showcasing, like this is one of those videos, for example, sharing my journey, attracting people who might be interested in it, seeing how I build it in public, as well as attract people who might be interested in the systems that I built or the services that I offer. So that's why this one is going to be on here. You'll notice that they're all very quantifiable. It's like with an action. So it's like publish, record and post 30 YouTube videos. So at the end of the time frame, you'll see here that we have the target completions. It's very easy to determine if I accomplished it or not, because it's measurable, it's quantifiable. There's no guessing. Then I'm going to be sending out a ton of Upwork proposals. So in 60 days, I'm going to be sending out minimum 400 Upwork proposals. And that is going to be about, so if we do, I'm going to bring up my Raycast here. So that'll be about 15 applications per day. Then I'm going to be sending 2,000 cold emails. So I'm going to be completely transparent. I made this number up. I'm learning about how to set up cold email campaigns. So I don't know if this number is too high or too low. It's going to be adjusted. But whatever number it ends up being, I'm going to aim to make it ambitious. So then this one ties into the first one. So create and publish 5 lead magnets, but these ones are going to be specific around systems or around automation. Something that if I build something, I'm going to share it completely for free. so you all can download it, learn about it, and use it in your own life if need be, or steal it. I don't care. And then lastly, I'm going to send out 20 high quality newsletters because, again, my newsletter is centered mostly around personal development, but I also apply a lot of systems thinking to my life. So I'll share my journey with that intent to see how, even if I'm building a business around this and maybe you're not interested in that, you can take some takeaways and insights as to how I try to apply systems to my life to make everything, my day-to-day easier, have more time, give myself freedom to focus on the things that I want to do and that actually bring me joy and energy and fulfillment. So that's it for the key results. And then just to quickly touch on where did I come up with this idea and whatever. So I recently came across this channel. It's called Whoops. So this channel is, what's my search history? Came across this channel about this guy called Nick Sarayev, where essentially he makes a lot of videos talking about how he built his automations agency and how he scaled it and whatnot. And it's a very interesting mix because he talks about personal development as well, talks about business, and also talks about how to make money with tech or with very technical subjects, in this case, automations, which all happen to be things that I am very much interested in. So by happenstance, I just came across one of his videos. I was actually looking for a solution to a problem that I was working on. And then I just went down the rabbit hole. I saw what he was publishing. I listened to him. It made a lot of sense. I really liked the insights that he was sharing. And then that led me to his program, which is called Maker School, which is essentially the roadmap to building an automations agency. And that's hosted in school. You'll see it here. And I joined this program because, of course, I need a strategy because I have a time constraint, 60 days. And instead of figuring it all out by myself, I signed up and I'm just literally following what he says. Now, there's certain caveats. One of them is that his course is time restricted, meaning you don't get access to all of it at once. It unlocks gradually, and I won't be able to access the full course by the time the challenge ends. I'll only be able to go to the first 2 months, which is why, if you think back to my key results, we'll see here that it's complete months 1 and 2. And that's the reason why I picked those. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to blaze through the course honestly, and because I'm short on time, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm following his whole approach. I mean, I'm sharing a bit of what it is. I don't know if whatever. I'm sharing this, right? So it's very much focused on acquiring customers, the business side of things. If you want to learn how to use Make, this is not it. And if you don't know what Make is, it's a no-code tool to stitch together programs, and you can automate a lot of the softwares you use on a day-to-day basis. So that's the first update. So I decided to start with a plan, start with the objectives, because this is what I'm going to be measuring my success against. So that's why I decided to start with this. I'm going to be sharing more updates. Of course, I'm going to be sharing how I send out my applications, my proposals, and putting everything out there as transparent as possible out into the world. So yeah, bit of a different video. Wanted to just share and see how it goes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next update. See you soon.